This is a collective energy reading. Please only take what resonates. Thank you for coming back. If the message applies to you, please put a like, please follow, because there's an algorithm and some people need this message. This message is not getting out to everybody who needs these messages. It could be for you, your boo, your brethren too. You could be aligning yourself. That's this Sage of Cups, connecting to their emotions, fire sign, water sign, cleansing. They could be just deveiling, that thinning of the veil, the mind, the thoughts, your attitude, your approach towards life. That's that universal laws where you connect to the oneness, the divine within you. That's your heart. That's when you're connecting to that yang principle. And you have to identify, are you having that high clarity, releasing that ego, deveiling that mask when you're holding, connecting to your emotions. This is hot. Take her and that ignite, that storm, those opinions hotter than fire. She bends, debates her way, steadfast, organized, standing with truth, power. You could be wanting to stand with truth and power. This could be divine feminine, masculine, and in that masculine energy connected to their emotions, transforming, changing, higher clarity to the divine, using your intuitions, and that's following your mind, your thoughts, and your Inspector Gadget are those feelings. You're not manifesting, overthinking. Let your instincts guide you when you're around these people that are happiness haters. We're in the prayer ring, page 79. You're just saying, let my enemies pitch their tents against one another in the name of the Most High. I frustrate and disappoint every instrument of the enemy fashioned against me in the name of the Most High. I seal my victory in the name of the Most High. I thank you, Spirit, that resides within inside of me, answering my divinely guided manifestations, what I'm putting out there into the atmosphere. These divine feminines, masculines, they could be manifesting you, speaking now, acting, thinking, I feel with love. They're connecting to that heart, that emotion. They may be wanting to be able to act towards you because now they're in their heart, their thoughts. They could be seeing around a feminine energy, masculine. They could have been around certain people taking control. They could have been aggressive with this aggressive energy towards you. You have to protect yourself from these people. Put boundaries in place. Have compassion for you. Gonna hit social media. Everyone needs to know. Flyers. So it's gonna hit social media. Everyone needs to know about this fire sign that could have been aggressive, courageous, thought you was naive, all up in your ego, thinking that you're a fool. You have to put these boundaries in place when certain people's trying to control you, being stubborn because of your social dynamics, maybe the way that you learned, because it was institutionalized within their mind. They didn't now allow time to be able to take time out to use their intuitions, connect to their emotions, release the frustration or the illusions to the delusions, what they're holding with inside of them, because they was institutionalized with their mind. That's when you get locked up, go to prison, end up in boarding schools. You're not gaining that structure, listening to that spirit within. You're trying to control over people, dominate over resources. They may have been in prison and got locked up and lacked strength and capacity, went on this karmic cycle, still didn't learn, and they're still having judgment now. Gonna hit, yep, so it's gonna hit social media. She was gone for days till they did a sense and a search. So people are doing a search. You could be seeing family, friends, you, feminines, energy, gone missing for days. People are searching for them. Heart, take the stage. But you're igniting storms and opinions now because certain people are having to use their intuitions. They're getting into their mind about happiness haters. I told you I didn't want you going anywhere today, divine feminine. Look, they lock the door and take the key. So people was locking you up, taking the key, your mind controlling you. The aspects they can see now, that's that ego that's deveiling them now, and all they can sing is I wanna be your soul's provider, because they're discovering that ego, it's echoing right inside of them. Don't answer your phone. This is our time. So certain people controlling you, saying don't answer your phone. 3, don't answer your phone. This could be the Sage of Cups. This is our time. 8, illusions, confusions, controlling people, dominating over you. Grab up, divine feminine. You know I hate hurting you. Stop making me hurt you. I love you. Horrible. So they will be grabbing you up. Instead of loving you, they're hurting you. Conflict, stress, cause you pain, anxiety within your mind. It's when they don't care where you go, and who you see, that's then worrying. So when they don't care, when they don't know where they've gone and who they're seeing, that's when you have to worry, because they could have been out socializing, partying, setting up shop, home, extra energies with other people, doing things in the unknown. You could be seeing this with certain people. That's a happiness eater. This Sage of Swords. This could be a fire sign, water sign. You got Aries, a Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. They was on that karmic cycle, quick and flight and detached. Lovers, indecisive about what choices, not unable to release certain emotions, and when you're holding in certain emotions, and then you're strong-willed. Look at that's how they look, hold the hand on the face, and when they look at you, it's like what, that kind of what, because she gonna be gone for days, and now they're seeing there's a search out for you because you're gone for days. 5 of Wands, striving, willpower. They was trying to control you. You could have to be brave because certain people are stubborn. You could have these blocks in place, boundaries. You've been gone for days. Certain people's control you with your mind. They could see because of that ego, and you have to deveil it, because that's that social square, what they're putting themselves out there, what they was trying to create. And that's that beginning to take that shape. They have to mold themselves, because it's through various experiences when you're going through situations throughout a life. That's the things that shape you. And that's that echoing. That's you looking at the coincidentals, and that's that echo of superficial layers of their self. So they're deveiling their self. That's mask, ego, pride, self-esteem, dignity, and no self-respect. So they couldn't have it towards you, because they were saying, no, one can't phone your phone. This is our time, this Queen of Wands. So they could have been gotten controlled with a Queen of Wands dominating over them. 5 causes stress and conflict, extra energies, creative, having a child. They could have had a child with this Queen of Wands, causing stress and conflict now. They could have acted like there was a high priestess. You know, when you go to church and you're all nice and you're practical, but you're not analysing, and you haven't got that structures, and you're using it for illusions, for attention. And then you have to see, because that's that mother figure, father figure, woman, husband, child, and there's certain people who you're working with. And that's because of their authority, and that's that individual self. And when you see what your soul's creating and expressing, stress, heartache, hurt and pain, because you didn't want to grow, or because of those illusions and confusions, because of your habits. Because they're seeing now, it's when they don't care, when you go and who you're with, that's the worry. The relationships, when you don't go, and who those relationships, when you don't care, and you're looking about these choices and these options. Are you looking about the options? Are you taking it with great stride? Are you using that insight? Are you connecting? Are you causing grief? Because now they're having grief with this Queen of Wands, stress and conflict in that house. Certain people's trying to block you. What did it say? They was trying to dominate over your resources, over your things, and people are trying to block you because of your victory. And that's frustrating and disappointment. Every instrument that enemy fashioned, that Queen of Wands, trying to block you and stop you, that fire sign. That Queen of Wands, that air sign, stubborn, idealistic, jealous, vindictive, not grounded. They can see you were secure, standing in your power, standing in that truth. Nobody wasn't blocking you and stopping you, but you can't do this and you can't do that. You put boundaries in place. I am, I can. And they were saying you, I am and I can. Stop this, and I'm going to do this spell work. I'm going to speak these lies. I'm going to take over, take control. Because that was that Cheshire cherry blossom tree. It was fleeting nature of life and beauty, renewed, and importance, appropriate. That's that present moment when you're striving forward to get renewed, steadfast, organised, stand in your power, speak your truth, loyal, creative, speaking, encompassing, seeing those people are idealistic, blocking yourself, protecting yourself from those people. Judah, those Judas, it's Judah, and that's justice and righteousness, actions for faithfulness, that's shaping that destiny of nations. So you see, you were shaping the destiny of nations, different religions, backgrounds, inner standing occultists. That's when you see that malevolent force that tempts us away. Even looking at that spiritual connection through the physical desires and sin. And that's that devil energy when you're low, stuck in these low, dense energy chakras. That's all because you're trying to control and possess. And then you think you're wise, all because of the communication, the way how you're speaking, not looking at it from different dynamics, quick, controlling. And that you have to look at that for yourself, because that's when you're looking at your mind, and that's luring to negative. There was negative aspects of their self, that Queen of Wands. Thresh, revealing moves forward, so they can see you was fresh, you was revealing, you was moving forward with your options. You've got new options, you're standing in your power, because learning about the world we live in. So you wasn't able to learn about the world we live in, speak about different cross cultures, different backgrounds of their religions when they're idealistic and they're driven through jealousy because they don't have self-respect and dignity, so they can't have it towards others. That's because they're idolizing and watching other people when they're planting seeds, not realizing what resources and where the resources lie within inside of you. Maybe because the mindset, the way how they learn, family, friends, when you're having these relationships, you're indecisive, not having possible choices. People are objecting you because your insight, they don't have that insight. They don't move with love the way you've got that love and compassion. Hot foot, keep moving, dance. So you seeing that hot foot, you kept on dreaming, you kept on moving, you danced straight towards that future. They was in grief, they danced towards a karmic energy. Now they're stressed and having conflict because they lack compassion. Now they need nurturing because of their mindset towards money. That feminine energy thought they was getting that option towards that money. Now they lack stability. They need to ground themselves, their thoughts and their feelings, because it's the universal laws. They want spiritually highly connected. They lack compassion because Judah, justice, this righteousness for this 5 of Wands. They didn't realise about the destiny. Those family members and friends, they didn't want to transform and take that action and have that medicine wheel. Transform, get learning, gain knowledge, gain wisdom. Those people that you went to school with, institutionalised within their mind. Churchgoers, doing spell work, speaking spells against you, blocking you. 5, trying to control you in that underworld. You're at it empowering people, these family members and friends, for them to gain their own inner standing, for them to stand up and show their self-approve, for them to look at their life force and their purpose, for them to take that action, because when they're obsessing and trying to block and stop you for your creative skills, or because of the way how you're speaking and enabling people to transform, they was idolizing you because you had that connection to that divine. Certain people was trying to block you from going around and then compassing to be able to take that action, to be able to regenerate. Family members, friends, a feminine energy, blocking, Christian, occultist, aunties, family, speaking, lying towards you. This divine feminine, masculine, stepping in that feminine energy can see you're that high priestess. They can see you're an empress. You're out here impressing people, putting these blocks in place because you got strength. You had to stand in your power. And now they can see they was trying to possess. Now somebody wants to be able to calm. They're looking back because they're having that death now. This masculine, feminine, connecting to their attitude, deveiling their emotions, those thoughts, those feelings that are in their mind, their thinking, connecting to the way how they feel. Because that's learning about the world that we live in. And you're trying to take courage and strength and you think that you're going around, but you didn't encompass. You didn't spiritually, emotionally, mentally connect to the divine. You didn't look and you had to ask God to grant you serenity, to accept things, to stand in that power, speak that truth. People didn't like the truth, then you were standing and explaining about the mysteries to your story. Because that was love and joy in the relationships, and who was nurturing and who lacked that nurturing and who lacked balance, and who was providing new support and who was critically thinking, to being able themselves to maintain that balance, to be able to look at one's thoughts, have that discernment about those relationships, who's on that low dense energy, where's that person's mind at, where's your mind at, because when you're born, nobody's not born with an ego. And it stems from relationships, past heartache, hurt and pain, mother, father issues. That's when you lack love, or you've been in love, or you think that you're being creative in love and you're not doing it in a positive way. All of a sudden they're listening to music, singing out loud now and want to say that, you know, I want to be that soul's provider, because now they're connecting to their own self and they're connected to their soul. Because their earth's encompassing, now they're looking back to the mysteries of their story, looking back towards you. You expanded, you grew, now they're looking again in that high clarity, connecting to their heart. They're in that 8 Pluto transformations, transforming their thoughts. Or because of their actions, they're turning, they're seeing that devil exterior that they had. Because they wasn't caring, they weren't providing, they weren't empowering, they weren't supporting. They weren't working alongside you. Now they were there speaking to their siblings now, talking about you, because what they was creating, stress and dominating over what resources and who wanted to dominate who. And you're going to see these secrets that was all in the unknown. All because of children, and when you're in that childlike spirit and you got these love affairs, and then you didn't identify who you was working with and when you was working with, and those secrets extra, and that's that transformation. And then you have to look at yourself again and keep transforming, because they was doing it because it was idealistic, driven through fear, jealousy, doing spell work, speaking, controlling mind. They didn't realize that you move with love, you move with joy, you had compassion, you was transforming, you was connected to the spirit within inside of you. Stay balanced and grounded. Stand within your power. Transform. Because hot food, keep moving, dancing with these options. And that was the law of love, of that oneness. You kept on dancing. You provided self-balance, stability, harmony. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Spiritually, consciously awake. 1, 2, 1, 2. Grounded, practical, dependable. Now they're looking back towards you. They can see you're practical, dependable. You can see, they can see all that whole 10. All of a sudden, they're having this awakening. They're connecting. They went bridging the gaps now to these family members and that friends. They went down that Nile. They're crying. They're lamenting. That spiritual awakening. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Them lampstands are shining and letting them know that you're that abundance. They're grieving now because they left out. They was trying to possess money, property, serving others, extra energies. They're now seeing they was being stubborn, all because of their mindset. Now they're connecting to the heart, this masculine. Now they're looking back to the choices that they made. They may see you as a part of that harmony and that balance. They're looking back to the community where they're at. They're having stress and conflict with the people that's surrounding them, all because they wasn't connecting to that heart. And all of a sudden, now they're looking back towards you because that was a true service and who you were serving, and they maybe want to be able to come and serve you now because that's that love and it's your family, it's healing, those responsibilities. Look, creative nature, because that's that karma, and it's from nurturing that inner child. They need to nurture their inner child, grief, stress and conflict. They can see now because that was not listening to that spirit in them, that divinity, the divine. They didn't listen to their ancestors. Their ancestors could be speaking them, guiding them, giving them that ricochet, using their intuitions, connecting, getting those downloads. Because that's that medicine wheel. Lord of light comes to us in our darkness. Lord of light comes in that darkness and that brightness. We offer you these false gods. Take them and cast your light upon us, for the night is dark and full of terror. So they brought those people, they have to cast that light upon them because the light's dark and full of terror because of those seeds that they was planting. People blocking and stopping them. Spell work, occultists. What's in the dark will always come to the light. They didn't understand what was in the dark will always come to the light when people are trying to block you, causing conflict, stress. You've got to put these boundaries in place. They're only stressed because they're stressing you because they're stressed within themselves, lack stability, stubborn, all controlling. And that's because of their progress within their life and the ego taking shape. It's molding them in various experiences, what they've undergone throughout their life. They just take it out on other people because they don't know how to control their mind, and they're in that lower aspect to their mind. They don't know how to do it because it's like competition and competition within their own self. They're criticizing. They lack confidence, lack self-esteem, and they don't know how to seek control and harmony. They like to have control, they don't know how to hold this harmony. They like to dominate over other people's resources, speaking, controlling, communicating. Even when you're on the computer, they're controlling and communicating, watching you. And your profession, the way you're moving, you're caring. Certain people be acting, pretending and going on, all trying to be controlling. Because risking investments, they was risking investments. 8, assets, loans, houses, property, deeds. So they was risking investments, inheritances. Queen of Cups, emotional but bounding, are way too much stronger. Don't play with divine feminine, bad girl. So they didn't realize you was like a Queen of Cups. They was around a Queen of Wands, spell work, lack caring, controlling, dominant. You was caring, providing, supporting, nurturing, enabling people to grow, transformation. They was idealistic. They was driven through jealousy. They lacked moral compass. The past is now the past. So the past is now the past. 8, 9, you wait forward. You connected to divine. You got your self-respect, dignity. They lacked self-respect, dignity. They didn't have no moral compass. They was bad. You was the difference between good and evil. They didn't know. You kept on moving forward. Better one handful of tranquility. Now they have no peace, and they're meaningless thoughts. They're feeling those people around them so good. They mirrored them, and then mirrored them and moved. You moved into that possible place because you had to calculate, because you was that prize. You was that prize possession. All of the material success, and that was through that crucial, that was taken, it was bestowed upon you, within you. They tried to be able to close your eyes like they was a serpent. They come to be able to block you so you wasn't able to see. They tried to close your eyes so you wasn't able to walk down, like you didn't have that all eye knowing about that divinity, that consciously, consciously, subconsciously awake. When people are trying to take actions to be able to block you, family, friends, serpent energies, watching, looking at, lurking, social media, watching on your things. They was even trying to write on there and comment, and they couldn't comment what they was going to block you and say certain odd words, even cantations. So they were speaking spells. And everybody did speak and spell. Everyone had a speak and spell when we was younger. Remember the red machine with the speak and spell? Speak and it spells. They was putting these spells out into the atmosphere. You was manifesting, creating love, joy, peace and prosperity. What's for me won't pass me by. Those bitter bitches, family members and friends, the pits they're trying to dig for me, they're going to fall. What did we say? Those people who tried to vindict you, take control over your thoughts, your assets, because they tried to be able to frustrate, they're going to be disappointed. Those instruments of the enemy, they're going to fall. 10,000 on the right side and 10,000 on the left. They didn't know you dwell in that shelter of the Most High. So what's in the dark will always come to the light, because you are that light, and the Most High is going to show you what these family friends would be doing, because all that glitter wasn't gold, and they was having a tower moment. Because their mindset, their attitude, not balanced, not caring, not providing, not supporting, not spiritually, mentally and emotionally wise, or because your ego, or because when you're trying to serve, yeah, and who you're sleeping with, relationships, partners, you didn't think, because you picked and you picked, now you pick shit. So who they was with, they was full of shit. Don't make them feel, make you feel good. Family members or friend, this masculine, feminine, trying to control, clinging on, masculine, clinging on, speaking, chatting shit with family members and friends. Now all of a sudden they're talking all about you, because they're looking now back towards you, the choices that they made. They didn't listen to that spirit. Maybe they're sitting down with the spirit, their heart, listening to their intuitions now, connecting to their emotions, because they see you as that caring one, providing, stable, nurturing, stability. Now they're looking for finances, maybe to be able to travel, to be able to come towards you quick and fast, like an 8 of Swords. Maybe want to be able to speak about this Queen of Swords. Maybe that Queen of Swords wants to speak to you. Maybe they see you as a Queen of Swords, standing in your power, nurtured, caring, supporting yourself, balanced emotionally, mentally, internally, financially. You're looking at all the O's. Now they're because they're looking at you. Yeah, because they're looking at you. Now they see that you was that soulmate. All of a sudden, I wanna be your soul's provider. That's the truth. Things ain't going out, things good. Because now it's all on them, because it was in their ego, so they're deveiling their self. It's that thinning in. It's that inner space. They're freeing themselves from constraints, noise, daily thoughts. That's that sensory now. They're in their mind. Certain people who's dominating them. They're listening to that divine now, felicitating that spiritual growth. It's that deeper sense of self-awareness. Connect to your heart. Now they're seeing that you was a part, you was their soulmate. They're feeling hurt. They picked to the pick shit. Now they're seeing they was full of shit. Their mindset, their attitude, they need to drop that. They need to grow, because they was moving slow. Now they maybe wanted to get on their chariot, determined to come towards you. They push you out with disbelies. Now they're seeing you. They push you out with their disbelies. Now all of a sudden they be seeing you, that light shining, because what was in the dark come towards that light, and all of a sudden spirit starts talking to them. Divinity, becoming the love I want to be, receive. So now they with divinity, they're coming that love they want to receive, because that's shadow deveiling, because they're seeing now they're failing. I'm failing. I'm failing, because they're connected to their heart, those emotions. Deveiling. Knight of Pentacles reveals the bankrupt, blood clot, all of a sudden and I have no money. Them broke, spiritually, mentally and emotionally. because you're just out here showing them how an empress should be. So you're showing this masculine how an empress should be for their masculine energy. Firm, structures, caring, nurturing, loyal, protective. They were selfish. They had people clinging onto them, holding onto their head, blocking their mindset so they didn't get those downloads from their ancestors. Now they're looking at you're that soulmate because that's that Ariel, Lion of God, recognition, strength, divine protection, divine power. And that's that divine magistrate, important power, Archangel Uriel, nature and the natural world. So now they're looking at Archangel Uriel, nature, the natural world, all around them, that spirit within inside them, unlocking those keys, fundamental ones, because it's that Hebrew, when you're the child of the Most High God, and you're getting that divinely guided gift, and you've got to have balance within inside of you. Look at those choices, those relationships that was divinely guided towards you from the Most High. 21. You have to look because it's ending to cycles, and you have to connect back to yourself, your attitude, deveil those emotions, get wise, better, stronger, divine, feminine, masculine, family members as well as friends. Encourage to emulate, match or suppress attachments, typically by emulating Alexander the Great. Delivering a ruler, Islam, righteous, king, divine figure. Your spiritual significance comes from that complete trust in you, your own divine status. That's like you're that talisman. It's getting connected to the divine. Listen to the spirit within. Transforming, changing, growing. Having that all-knowing. 16, they're having a tower moment. 7, they're getting eye clarity. 5, that's that high clarity awareness. You're that sun. Oh my gosh, I'm getting that life force. They can see you. Because that's looking at that friend, family, person, even the karmic, or even a place from that impurement. They're looking from oppression, setting free. You prove liberty, freedom. Those divine feminines, masculines, family members, as well as friends, was held captive, repressed, kept suppressed, and that unconsciousness because it was doing spell work, blocking him, so they was indecisive, or because of the choices, too many, I got options, not thinking and moving with love. That's when you're moving out, socializing, partying, seeing people, blocking your stress, you're not thinking because you're drinking, and it's repressed feelings, and it's suppressed unconscious of their mind, and it's devastating implications, and it's repressed sexuality, thoughts, even desires, sexual ones, and it's unconscious, ignoring, avoiding certain emotions, having an impact on their thoughts, behavior, health. So there are health issues now. They may need to be able to seek somebody, a doctor, services, because of the actual energies, what they've got, blocking them. 14, 6, 17, 14, balance is masculine. Now they're having stress and conflict. 15, because it was devil energies, fear and anxiety. They're not expressing, even trying and controlling what they do. All of a sudden, that desires, they try to be able to look at that social repression, and they're holding back even governmental limits, freedom. So you see these governmental, 1, they're taking action to block you, your mind, the government. 4, 3, suppression, thoughts, clinging onto emotions, transformative skills, structures, foundations. 3, that's in the communities. 7, family, friends, blocking them, not giving you that insight, higher mind, higher clarity, moving with love, lack compassion. 4, that's about structures, changes, aggressive, ego, stubborn, controlling, mind, aspects may cause stress in communities. Take it all as it resonates, because you're just taking that hot step, and that's that beauty of love, and they want to be able to receive, because that's that hot girl. You are that main character. Walk like the spotlight's hers. That's that confidence. Pulls every gaze. Life plays at her. You're that headline scene. They wanted to be that headline scene. That's why they was making these choices. And in that community, they're having a headline scene. People could be seeing them being aggressive in that community, charting, controlling. Out in a party, socializing with a feminine energy. They could be seeing putting boundaries in place in that community, because just like her showing them, you were showing them. You're an empress. You got no filter. Speak this truth. You got that hot girl energy now. They want to be able to come and speak this truth towards you, because they can see you're that hot queen. Truth be told, this masculines now connecting to their heart. They're using their intuitions. They can see you've got these hidden skills. They're using their hidden skills now. They're seeing you as a part of that life force, that abundance. They're making that choice. They can see, oh, you're a partner. How am I going to be able to come and travel towards you? I should give you love. So they want to give you love. The things you need. Oh, Only you, because only only real ones with me get clean. So only real ones with you get clean. What's in the dark comes to the light. So those dark ones come to the light because you are that light healer. You are that light bearer. You're a healer and you're a revealer. Because tonight we have just turning up. So tonight they was just turning up at a part. People was blocking you. They was running wild, crazy. I swear I gave you all my heart. So now you could be telling them, I swear I gave you all of my heart. Gave you all of my heart. You blocked it. No more running. No more lies. So they don't want to wrong no more. They don't want to lie no more. I don't want to wrong. I don't want to fall asleep because I'm missing you. And I don't want to think. 2 months since custody. Just tried is using as an excuse to be able to get back. So they could have been 2 months in custody. Police custody. Services. Holding them up. Could have been just 2 months since he's come out of there. Divine Masculine fighting Feminine. Police called. I'm not going back. I'm done. So Divine Masculine could have been fighting that Feminine. The police was called. He says you're not going back. You're done. Higher services. Seeking. Single. Too embarrassing. Everyone talking about my drama. So they're single. It was too embarrassing. Everybody in that community talking about the drama, the stress, arguments with that feminine energy, break up. Half of those kids come from couples that met at barbecues, barbecue babies. So half of them kids was met from people that they met at barbecues, partying, socializing. They're socializing kids. Was not love. Was not compassion. Just met, effed it, got a baby, and then stuck. Basically, now I'm a dad. I know they had their issues, but Divine Masculine wouldn't do this. So they had their issues, but Divine Masculine wouldn't do this. They said was a silver car. He don't have a silver car. So they could have said he had a silver car. That masculine had a silver car. He don't have no silver car. Her son's with family. He's safe. So their child could be with family. If that person's cool, they're safe, protected. Months ago, she was not paying attention to that. She was seeing Divine Masculine. So months ago, she was not paying attention to about the partner, the services, who was serving who. Aggressive energy, controlling, caring, nurturing. They was out socializing with each other. They was together. That happiness hater. Don't do this. Don't mess up a good thing. You're supposed to have my back. So don't do this. Don't mess up a good thing. You're supposed to have my back. We always talk about you, Divine Masculine. One slap in the face, aggressive. So that masculine, they could have been says, yeah, my friends, we're always talking about you, Divine Masculine. One bitch slap with that aggression in the face. Oh, they're hiding this photo proof. They could be photo proof about this bad drama. Always partying, stalking and watching you. This drama starter. You could be hearing that's most probably why those arguing. Could have been arguing about you. That feminine energy arguing, shouting at that masculine about you. Because they thought they was too busy winning. They ain't winning. That Queen of Swords, they ain't winning shit. They could be cyberbullying you, watching you, stalking you, analysing you. They could be having stress and grief now because they're watching you because of photo proof. That love on the brain. These wolf in sheep clothing ain't winning shit. Cyberbullying you. They was digging for dirt. They thought they was getting this dirty offer. All of a sudden people want you back. Oh, oh, baby. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 now. I do you, girl. They don't know what to do now without you in their life. I need you, girl. Right, first name, last name, second name, the middle name. That's too many names, letters. Let's see, stop listening about spirit because everybody wants to get their part in. Everybody wants to say, it's me, it's my name. It was Sarah, it was Jane, it was Wendy. Screw face, now they're screwing. The karmic, they're screwing, they vex. They try to do wife swapping all them things there like that, the wicked witch. M, we'll take these. E, me. CPM, that's my initials. KK, F, feminine. A, mean. Faye, K, Ken, Fem, Sam, Fess. They might want to come and confess towards you. They see you. They might want to be able to come and protect you. We got SKK, FMW, CEA. They maybe want to come and save Captain Save-A-Ho. They might have been a Captain Save-A-Ho. SVP. Now they maybe want to be able to come towards you. They was with Venom. They're looking at their values. They may be going through these virtues. You'd be like, fuck me, really? Take this all as it resonates. G. They was playing games. Play those silly games. They need to get that spiritual game. They're going to get a spiritual back there. These family members. They was doing it for fame.